What If John Wick Was a Ninja is what I keep hearing everybody call this new anime, Ninja Kamui. So I knew I had to check it out and watch it for the culture and see if it's worth putting y'all on. So I hopped on my couch, kicked up my feet, and turned on my Crunchyroll to go watch it. The only problem is nothing popped up. So I figured maybe this anime was on Netflix, but I searched it on Netflix and once again, nothing popped up. And at this point, I'm just desperate. So I go to my favorite not so legal website that I watch anime on, and even there, I still found nothing. At this point though, I turned to Overliable and just searched the show up on Google to see where I could watch it, and I was flabbergasted because I don't think I've ever watched an anime on the platform that this show is actually streaming on. I have used this platform though to watch some of my favorite shows like Rick and Morty and The Boondocks. That's right, if you haven't guessed already, the show is streaming on Adult Swim. And yes, I know there's anime on Toonami, but I don't really count Toonami as a part of Adult Swim. In the first 30 seconds of watching this show though, I knew exactly why this show was airing on Adult Swim. In the opening sequence, we have my guy Joe doing the 50-yard dash down this alleyway when he gets pulled up on by some cyborg ninjas. You heard me, cyborg ninjas. This man Joe just put in a hard 9-to-5 work week just to get smoked by some cyborg ninjas on his days off. That's tough. This man Joe was not going for that at all though. He dishes out probably the quickest 6-piece combo I've ever seen to these cyborg ninjas. At this point though, this show was looking a little too clean. Like it just felt like it didn't belong on Adult Swim. So I had to pause it and see who's actually directing and making this show. And this is just where it all started making sense to me. The person that's directing Ninja Kamui is the same person that directed not only season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, but also Jujutsu Kaisen 0. This man brought all of his secret recipes that he was cooking up in Jujutsu Kaisen over to Ninja Kamui, because in the first 2 minutes of this episode, this man's already cooking it up like curry. So then this man Joe hits the quadruple backflip like he's going for the gold medal in Olympics, and while he's in the air, he manages to dodge needles and take out another ninja cyborg with him. I thought this man was about to go absolutely crazy the entire anime. This man was really giving me main character energy, all for that to end in the next 2 seconds when they catch this man lacking with his pants down and stab him in the neck. Bro was in fact not him, because the ninja cyborgs then proceed to take turns shanking this man in his back just for at the end of it, him to get hit with a Mortal Kombat Scorpion. Get over here. It turns out the person that grabbed him is the captain or leader of these cyborg ninjas, and well, to finish him off, he hits this man with a WWE chokeslam from the top rope and then finishes it off by slamming down and chopping the man's head completely off. I kid you not, all of that happened in the first 2 minutes of the episode, and that still wasn't even the most crazy or wildest thing to happen in this episode. Because now we get introduced to my man and the main character, Thorfinn. He's a simple country man with a wife and a kid, and he's really just trying to enjoy his simple farm life. Like this is literally Farmland Saga Season 2. Thorfinn and his wife though, they're stressing because every night when they check the TV, they see people getting packed up left and right like how my boy Joe did in the intro, and they're concerned. So one night, my boy Thorfinn hears a sound in the middle of the night, and being the big strong man he is, he had to pull up and check on it, and well, like John Cena said, my time is now, because the ops are there and they're outside of his crib waiting to attack. This man is Thorfinn if Thorfinn chose to go to the dark side, because when they bust into this man's crib, Thorfinn has just as much hands as Joe Schmo did in the beginning of the episode. He starts taking out all the ninjas left and right until eventually he hears his son call out for him, which is never a good sign in an anime. And Thorfinn, this man is no deadbeat dad. Unlike 95% of anime dads, this man actually cares about his son. One of the ninja cyborgs really tried to sneak my man Thorfinn, but my man Thorfinn stays ready at all times, and well, let's just say it didn't end well for that ninja. At least I thought my boy Thorfinn was always ready until, well, 10 seconds later in this episode, he gets stabbed in the neck with some poison needles. Using only his sheer willpower, Thorfinn makes it up to the top of the steps, and well, what he sees when he gets there is that the captain and the leader of the ninja cyborgs has not only killed his son, but he stabbed his wife in the neck too, right in front of this man. Job's not finished yet though, because they still have to take out Thorfinn, and well, they end up stabbing him in the back, and the last thing that this man Thorfinn sees is his dead wife and son's body, and all the ninjas leave before the police pull up. Now you would have thought that would have been enough to take this man out, but for some reason and somehow, he wakes up in the hospital and he's trying trying to get recovered. He's got doctors trying to help him recover. He's got detectives trying to figure out why these people are attacking him. You would have thought this would have been a perfect place to, end the episode, leave you with a little bit of wonder. That's at least what I thought, but you would be absolutely wrong. It turns out the job's still not finished yet. This man is trying to recover outside, probably just mourn his dead wife and his dead son, just enjoy the view. All was peaceful, at least that's what you would have thought, until the cyborg ninjas pull up on him again when this man's not even fully recovered yet and he's still in a wheelchair. Did they really need to bring the whole squad again to beat this man? He wasn't even 100%, yet they still brought every man in their arsenal to get him. So Thorin runs the fade again with them, but this time my man was ready. He's taking out cyborgs left and right. This man is weaving Naruto ninja chakra hand signs to take out and use this shadow jutsu that basically wipes out all of the cyborgs. The rest of the ninja cyborgs though, he pushes into the elevator and we see his POV of this man literally going on a killing spree. This man was farming Call of Duty kill streaks. I swear, this man had an attack helicopter. He might have even had a chopper gunner at this point. I don't really know, but I just know he was farming the kill streaks. He steps out of the elevator though after defeating all of them, and well, he sees the man that he wanted to see the most. The head captain of all these cyborg ninjas, the man that killed his wife, and well, Thorin wants all the smoke. They start fighting in the hallway and they're trading blow for blow, and I'll say it once again. You can tell the person that directed JJK0 directed this anime. The fights that this man is doing with the swords look so similar to Yuta and JJK0 that it's not even funny, but I'm not complaining about that. Thorin then proceeds to pull out his smoke jutsu one more time, and it allows him to stab the captain right in the chest, and well, after that, he just repeatedly stabs this man over and over again like it's a Scream movie. Thorin wants to know though, how were they able to see through his disguise and how were they even able to find him? And I'm thinking to myself, Thorin, a simple haircut's not gonna be enough to, hide you from the rest of the world. Like, people will still be able to find you eventually. I was proven wrong very quickly though, because then this man somehow revealed a whole cloak off of his face and we see his real identity, which is Joe Higan. I just spent 20 minutes with this man developing and caring for him just for him to actually be John Wick and not Thorin. The one thing that did make me feel better about this though is I knew the MC's voice sounded familiar, so I hopped on Google and looked it up. The person that voices this character is the same person that voices Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen. This man will forever be Nanami to me. It's okay. That's all I can see from this character now. He's not Thorin, he's not John Wick. This man is Nanami. So now bro goes back to the hospital to see his dead wife and son, and it turns out they both had the face covering cloaks too, so this man's wife knew about his background and still chose to be with him. This man's wife is a real one. After his visit with him though, he goes back to his old home and gets all of his old gear, which includes this Oni mask, which I'm not gonna lie, this thing is absolutely sick. And after that, he just ends up, well, burning down his house with all his past memories of his family. And yeah, now he's going to seek revenge on the people that killed his family and the only people he ever cared about, and this man is literally just John Wick the anime. I've seen so many people asking about this anime after the first episode, and well, the second episode's already out if you want to check it out, and that episode's even wilder than the first one. The captain of the cyborg ninjas isn't actually dead yet, and episode 2 starts off with Higan torturing this man butt booty naked. If you want to see me talk about that episode though, leave a like on this video and I'll get working on that video, but for now, check out this video I made on the unhinged moments in Blue Lock.